Hello and welcome back to Second Take Movies, the podcast where we give movies a second look, second chance, second take, if you will. I'm your host, Preston Jenkinson, and joining me as always, it's my co-host, Jake Twito.
Affirmative. I was gonna sing another song and I caught it and said, "I'm just gonna be copping today, baby."
RoboCop. What a movie. God, is so good.
This might be one of the best '80s movies ever made.
It is, it's just
Dude,
amazing.
It's perfect. It is almost flawless. Even the bad CGI, flawless.
There's barely any, I don't think there is any.
Just a robot and the guy falling off the building. That's it.
Well, yeah, and that wasn't really CGI. That was just...
Someone's penis getting shot off? Real.
That was fucking... Oh my god, dude.
Dude,
So
I used
great.
to have a T-shirt that said, "Remember that time RoboCop shot someone's dick off? That was rad." It got confiscated at school, but
Well,
I had
yeah.
it, and I never watched the movie. I never had seen it. I just thought it was
Well,
a funny thing.
This was like during the time where like they marketed these hard R action movies like Terminator and this. Like it had toys and stuff like that for
I had
kids.
a RoboCop toy.
I have a
one in the
Predator
90s.
toy.
Yeah, son, I had one of those. I've never seen Predator to this day, too.
And oh, it's so great. But
I need to.
for some reason they marketed these sci-fi 80s action movies with toys. But I guess
I
they
think
kind of
we
knew
should
the
have
audience.
kept going down that path. I think we got to be big wieners.
No, I don't
Little
think
wieners.
I don't think a rated R movie should be marketed to kids. I really don't.
Really? No way, dude. Okay, well, let's just watch Airplane, where some big floppy titties pop up on there. And sorry,
What?
that wasn't marketed to kids. You know the
No.
movie Airplane. It's
Yeah.
PG.
Yeah.
Third of the way through the movie, this girl's topless walks up and just jumps and shakes her jugs.
Well, that's because it was made before the Temple of Doom, and the Temple of Doom is the reason we have the PG-13 rating today.
Airplane.
And the
Dude,
R
what's
was
RoboCop about, Preston?
in a dystopic and crime-ridden Detroit. So Detroit, a terminally wounded cop returns to
Still Detroit. Still Detroit.
a terminally
This movie
wounded.
say- Got another one. Just keep on going.
A terminally wounded cop returns to the force. Lord have mercy. Let me take that again. A terminally wounded cop. I am going to leave it in. A terminally wounded cop returns to the force as a powerful cyborg, haunted by submerged memories.
40 minutes into the movie, you get RoboCop.
Hell yeah, dude! Because it's an hour and 44 minutes.
Oh, I was not, dude. This is a movie. I saw the time length again, and I went, chug, chug. I'm tooting this daggone truck horn, and I'm. Let's talk about Detroit. Detroit sucks so much they filmed this in Dallas, Texas,
Yeah,
because it looked more like the future, and they didn't want to be in Detroit.
yeah.
Oh, this podcast is brought to you by the city of Detroit. We suck and we know it.
Which at the time, like, I mean, Detroit's gotten better, but it's like probably wasn't great back then.
Well, I'm sure they're still like,
Their football team is really good this
Yank-
year.
who? Lions.
There you go. Positive review. Variety said RoboCop is as tightly worked as a film can be, not a moment or line wasted.
Not a lot of dialogue in this movie, and every single bit of it is perfection. Just I'm gonna really take a hard stance this entire episode.
Okay.
Just, if anyone's curious where I sit.
The Chicago Tribune, Paul Verhoeven's RoboCop is a stylish piece of work that leaves a sour aftertaste.
You said the Chicago Tribune, is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, your city sucks too.
Yeah, it kind of does.
Chicago pizza's a pie, it's not a pizza, even though it's delicious and I love it so much.
It's the why are we putting the sauce on top?
Dude, all I gotta tell you is I want to do a joint in Chicago called Pequod's. Some of the best pizza, for those listening, I did fingers.
It was deep dish.
It was delicious. Oh my god, it was so good. The edges had cheese that were burnt intentionally.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's fantastic. But Paul Verhoeven.
Yeah.
This guy had the greatest 5 years I think I've ever seen. RoboCop, Total Recall, Basic Instinct. And 7 years later, Starship Troopers.
Yep.
Which I just think I named a couple of movies we have to do at some point.
Basic Instinct I wasn't impressed with, but
That one not either. Total Recall and Starship Troopers. Am I dreaming? Have we done Total Recall?
we did the remake.
Okay. So I thought. I didn't think we did the original. Yeah. Basic
we
Instinct, whatever. Everyone watched that movie to watch Sharon Stone's coot, right?
And you didn't really see it.
Yeah. Bunch of horn dogs.
You can see Margot Robbie's in Wolf of Wall Street.
What? Wait. What time marker? No, I'm just kidding. Hey, Starship Troopers, you can see gashes too.
Yeah, you see titties.
Oh yeah, you do.
Yeah.
You see titties in this?
Yeah, you do.
I forgot there's titties in
Not
this.
a lot.
Just like,
not a lot.
Oh.
But just like 2.
No. We don't have a Watchmen thing though, where like, boobs come in 2, wieners come in 1.
Mm-hmm.
So our ratio is good. In Watchmen, we've got a lot of wieners shown.
So much wiener.
Not a lot. Yeah, whatever. Yeah. Blue wiener.
It's the future in
This movie
Detroit.
rules.
And the news is like this movie kind of predicted a lot about the future.
Isn't it wild? Like there's a disease. There everything.
Like the way that the news is run, and this movie is broken up with like little news beats like that.
I'm gonna go and tell you straight up, though, like that's such a fun thing in this movie.
Uh-huh.
Those news beats made this thing palatable.
Yeah,
I mean, it'd be fine without them, but it was so fun. Of like, here's this weird TV segment we're gonna watch in the movie. All of a sudden, like, what is happening?
But surprise, Detroit's not a great place to live, and the cops are run by a corporation. Like privatizing the police force, not a good idea.
And the guy that's in charge of that's named Dick Jones.
Dick Jones.
You ever watch the Family Feud episode where it was the guy before Louis Armstrong. He's like, a nickname for cops. And the guy goes, Dick. And he goes, wait, what'd you say? And he goes, Dick. Richard. And it was on the board, but sorry. Just Dick Jones and cops. Pans out.
Yeah. Detroit's not a great place to live. And we're introduced to our main character, Alex Murphy, who's a police officer who's been transferred into this new precinct. And it's not the best precinct, but he's been transferred there. Crime is like terrible in this world, just out of hand.
Yeah, you do what you want. It don't matter. Y'all just they just do. And that's it.
Yeah. So he meets his new partner,
Annie Lewis.
Lewis, that was her name, Lewis. And so they partner up and they're driving off, and
she admires the way he twirls his gun, dude.
Yeah,
loves it.
Comes back later.
Fingers that gun like a real champ.
Yeah, because
Preston, why can't we have stupid movies like this now? Why can we not just have like, this was fun as crap? Yeah. This is stupid. Spoiler alert. He becomes a robot. We're going to get to that.
Yeah, it's called RoboCop.
And she recognizes him from spinning his gun.
The way he spun his gun. Also, it's Peter Weller's voice, so like that's very prominent. They intercept this gang of psychopaths who's led by the one and only Kurtwood Smith, who played Red on That 70s Show. And to see him play a psychopath like this is amazing.
Awesome. I was hooked. I saw this for the first time, I think, 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And it was one of those, why have I never watched this? One. And two, holy crap, that's the perfect villain. Yeah. He's not obnoxious. He's not like a genius. He's just...
With the wrong casting and the wrong characterization, he could have been obnoxious.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So, they knocked it out the park. This whole movie, we're going to get some high ratings here, okay? I'm just going to go ahead and tell you again, but...
So, yeah, they're chasing them down.
The dude, right?
Well, yeah, they chase him down, and then they throw one of their people, because he gets shot in the leg, they throw one of their guys at the cops, and they run him over, and then keep going and chasing him.
I laughed. I felt bad that I laughed, but boy, I laughed.
They chase him to a steel mill, and Murphy runs into him, and they straight up mutilate, torture, fucking kill this man.
It's a full ambush, torture, mutilation scene.
It's rough.
Yeah.
And again, they're psychopaths, so they're laughing the entire time. And they finally just put the man out of his misery.
Why? I mean, like, hey, don't put yourself in my boat, but I'm going to put you in my boat. You jump off. Why do the movies like this seem so interesting? Like, I don't know, like the post-apocalyptic... insane people. It's just like, this is awesome.
Yeah, and this is also a commentary on privatizing the police force, and the news that is like full of misinformation. Like, again, it predicted our future almost with how shitty the news is, and just the satire of what we have kind of turned into, but they didn't know at the time. But they were satirizing there.
Don't worry, though. Murphy, he's not dead. We're going to put him in a robot body.
That's right.
He still has an arm that we're going to rip off.
And it's kind of hinted at that he was transferred to this unit because he kind of fit a criteria for someone they could put in a robot. Like, and because we also meet Dick Jones, vice president of Omnicorp, or OCP. No, Omnicorp. Omni Consumer Products.
Dick Jones makes the ED-209, the robot walker, but we meet Bob Morton.
Bob Morton is the quote-unquote younger guy who has the RoboCop idea. And in a presentation...
I am not no RoboCop. What? We're good. Free Kanye. Anyway.
He is free.
Not out of his mind yet.
That's true.
He's getting there.
If we could find a way to free him from
Kanye's mind,
that would be great.
Hey, my podcast coming up, guys. Thanks for that moment to promote this. Kanye's Brain, an inside view of Kanye's brain, starting on January 3rd.
Mute.
There's not one, but
Dick Jones has the Ed 209 program that is not very great, and he's like, "Who gives a shit? Like, we'll sell them anyway," because one of the board members like gets murdered in the presentation, and everybody's like, "Oh well."
Dude, the first time I saw this movie, I went, "What is this? What is this movie?" This guy gets blazed down, and I'm so sorry to say this guy. I don't know who he is, but the black dude just goes,
"Oh, that black guy's hilarious, dude." Like,
he's in all three of them.
His reactions are silly. But
God, dude, the 80s freaking rule. We should do cocaine. But anyway,
the other VP, what was his name?
They always call him the old man.
Well, there's Dick Jones and then the young guy.
Bob Morton.
Bob Morton steps in and is like,
I forgot.
hey, I got this RoboCop idea that I think we should proceed with, and that gets greenlit. And there's they have a scene in the bathroom of Dick Jones and this other guy with Bob, and it's like, hey, watch your back
Dude,
or whatever, because I used to be the young executive.
because
Yeah.
they put Murphy in there. Like it's such a cool scene of him becoming RoboCop.
Yeah,
And you
it's
start
like
seeing from his vision. It's dumb. Looks so stupid, but it's great. But just
it's like a series of
where
screenshots of them like setting up his vision, that little green grid, and he comes online on different parts, and like they're partying at one point, and then they're working, and
now you're all smooches them. I just again, my favorite thing in the world is they're like, "Hey, we managed to save his arm. Isn't that incredible?" And then Bob Morton goes, "Scrap his arm. Robot one's better." I'm like, boom, boom, bingo. There we go. We know what's going down. We're cool.
yeah, because I'm sure this guy signed a bunch of paperwork that said that they could do this to him.
Yeah, that's yeah. But I love like that whole scene. They move him into the precinct he was in before.
Dude, the reveal
He's got
of
his
him,
own little charging station.
but like the reveal of him walking into the police station just behind that glass, and then Peter Weller's movements in this movie, because that was like the movement was all him in the suit, and
It's some of the most impressive acting I've ever seen.
like he worked with like a mime
it's
to get that movement down. He did mime work to get that movement down.
That makes so much sense, though. I didn't
Like,
realize that.
The way he turned his head and then moved his body, and like it was so subtle, but like made such a huge difference.
It's amazing to watch this movie and go, today that'd probably be CGI.
Oh.
But that dude did this performance like I mean like this, just him, just Peter Weller in this. It's amazing, man. Like
the suit by itself cost $1 million back then.
It's perfect. It's worth every dollar.
Yeah.
I guess
He
maybe
hated it, but
yeah, he lost like 3 pounds a day.
Yeah.
In that suit. Because it was so hot, but they put an air conditioner in there at some point, which you can see. At some point in the movie, you can see where it gets a little bit bulkier.
Yeah.
Air conditioner.
So he starts going out on patrol, and the first thing he does is stop a and what he really does isn't really helpful, because he stops a robbery, but he causes way more damage than that would cost a fix than what that guy tried to steal from that store.
I love he destroyed that store, and then like he didn't really take him into custody. That dude probably died.
He's probably dead, yes. And then he stops a woman from getting raped, like we talked about.
We're gonna spend 10 minutes here. It's probably the greatest scene. God's Green Earth is the greatest movie scene. When someone's like, "Can you explain to me what movies are like?" I want to pull this scene up. The dumbest thing in the world. You got two dudes chasing this cap. Woo! Touch you, touch you, touch you. Look at your hair. I'm gonna cut your hair. Oh, there's more hair down there. Dude, and like the original scene, RoboCop was supposed to shoot him in the head. While on site, the director goes, she sprawls her legs every time she gets touched. I think that's what people would do. Wouldn't it be crazy if he shot between her legs? So we shoot off a man's penis. And boy, that's this movie in a nutshell. This movie is the funniest 80s action movie ever. It's not supposed to be, I think.
Yeah. So yeah, he shoots the guy's dick off. And then he goes and interferes in a hostage situation.
Have you seen the Alamo Draft House trailer for this?
No.
You know, they make fake. I'll have to text it to you. they made this like before the movie plays to stay off your phone ad, and it's RoboCop shooting like 10 guys' penises off, and like penises are seen and flopping, blown away. It's like silence your phone and don't text during this movie, or RoboCop will shoot your penis off. Why isn't every ad that easy? Don't smoke. RoboCop will shoot your penis off. Don't drive drunk. Yeah, sorry, but like you were saying, goes straight into a hostage navigation
situation.
Hostage. Yeah. Also, the funniest scene in the world. We've got police tape up. RoboCop just drives his car
drives up right through it. Fuck your tape.
Oh, it's just so perfect, dude. Like that. This is the 80s. Cocaine's a hell of a drug. It's awesome.
Yeah, this guy has taken the mayor hostage. It was like after an election. He's taken the mayor hostage and some of his staff, and he wants his old job back, and he wants a plane, and he wants all this stuff. It's like, no one's gonna. I mean,
now you're getting ripped through some daggum plaster, bud. We're gonna turn on the thermal vision and grab you.
Which is obviously people in like morph suits that are like painted a different color because they couldn't really do thermal image back then.
So freaking awesome! It's so freaking good, dude.
But yeah, RoboCop plows through the wall and like just chucks that guy out the window, so he just kills that guy as well.
Law has been apprehended.
And so then he goes to charge for the night because, hard day's work killing 2 people. And
he's got to get some baby food put in him.
Yeah, that's part of what he eats is like, it's like baby food. I mean,
Where's he poop? Oh, they got a poop shoot. Yeah.
I don't think he poops.
They vacuum that thing out, dude. I wish.
You wish?
I wish. Yeah. No. Watch one a bidet. That's all. That's all I want.
Okay.
Preston bidet talk. I'm just tired of wiping, bro. Okay.
We all are, dude. Like, but
hey, you got a bidet company? You listen to this? We'll try it out.
I'll try it. He starts to see flashes of his murder and his family, and of who he really is, and starts to freak out a little bit, and no one really notices, and then he starts to go off and solve his own murder.
Dude, I love the 80s. Again, that whole scene's the most 80s bullcrap. And I love how he accidentally finds whatever the crap that dumb dude's name is, robbing that gas station. Filling his motorcycle up, and he's like, "What are you reading? Give me all your money, nerd. You're reading planes on like the world. I'm gonna kill you." Yeah, I'm gonna be in the remake of this remake. I can feel it.
Yeah. Yeah. He data spikes into the police server.
Good, fantastic. That's beautiful. Data spike is the only way you can say it.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I love watching 80s movies trying to predict future technology or whatever else. That was rad.
They obviously got that from Star Wars.
Oh, it's R2-D2 all the way.
Yeah.
But R2-D2 doesn't stab people in the head with it.
Sure doesn't. That was what I was about to say. That's Chekhov's data spike because somebody's about to cop that in the neck at some point.
Oh yeah. As soon as the first time I saw this movie, I went, "Ooh, that's coming back." Heck yeah.
But yeah, he finds Kurtwood Smith, but also his known associates, and so he goes out on the prowl and he finds that guy at the gas station that's harassing this college kid that's just working at the gas station.
Who's dead now? Because they blew the gas station up. That kid's dead.
Well, he picked up his stuff to leave, so maybe not.
We hope.
Yeah.
He's alive.
So,
R.I.P., bud.
Yeah, RoboCop chases this guy down, I think. No, that just blows up, and then he just moves on. But
That's how he gets the identities.
That's right.
After he actually scans them, then he goes and does the data spike because he has the contextual
Because
face scan.
he goes to that guy, and that guy says, because that guy recognizes him. He's like, we killed you. I thought you were dead. And that's where he gets the known associates. And then we track
and
down
that's
Kurtwood.
where he starts going, yeah.
We track down Kurtwood Smith
back to his house.
doing a drug deal with somebody, and friggin' tears the place up. Cocaine is flying everywhere. But in the meantime, before all that, Dick Jones has hired Kurtwood Smith to basically torture the young VP that I keep forgetting.
Bob
Morton. Bob's got two gals over at the house.
Yeah, and he's looking some sniff off the
mountains of cocaine, as any good executive in the 80s did. And
the only reason I want to be an executive is I want to do cocaine, dang it. I want to do it.
Kurtwood Smith breaks in, shoots that guy's legs up. Like,
puts a DVD in, too, to explain what's happening.
Dude, that's fucking wild. They predicted the future again. They were like, we're going to put videos on laser discs.
Oh, that was so rad. I loved it.
They predicted the future of the past. And it's a video of Dick Jones saying, hey, buddy, I had to kill you. You know, I have apparently work is my only reward in life, and I have nothing else. So I'm going to kill you because you messed up something at work. This guy's been sent to do that, and they blow up his house for no reason. And no one seems to care.
Oh, but those hookers run out like crazy.
Oh, yeah, they're gone.
I'll see you soon.
You gonna call me?
You're gonna call me, right?
And no one at Omnicorp seems to care.
Here's one fun fact that again, every time in these movies, I'm like, who is supposed to play this person?
Mm-hmm.
Dick Jones, the president guy. Kurtwood Smith, a.k.a. Red, was supposed to be him. So he wasn't supposed to be the villain. He was supposed to be the big villain.
Well, he nailed it as the villain.
Goodness. God, yeah, dude. It was... this movie is flawless, man. Like, I want someone to tell me where there's a flaw. I mean, there's flaws, sorry. But relatively, where's the flaw?
Yeah.
So, house gets blown up. A RoboCop's starting to see memories, so he goes back to his house, punches the real estate agent. This, like, such crap 80s movie of, I'm going to remember everything. I'm going to beat something and forget about it. Is this where he figures out, like... I'm trying to remember, like, what leads him to the next point.
It doesn't matter. He finds Kurtwood Smith in him.
Yeah. That was the saying on the RoboCop scene. You know, doesn't matter. We're going to go ahead and blow some wieners off.
Yeah. He goes and disrupts this huge drug deal that Kurtwood Smith and his boys were having. And he remembers basically everything. And, like, is throwing that guy through window after window after window, arresting him, and finally arrests him.
So many freaking windows. You're under arrest. You're under arrest.
Yeah.
But
he keeps saying he's protected
because of his Directive 4. Isn't that right?
Well,
Doesn't that pop up here?
That guy he could have killed that guy if he wanted.
Yeah.
But he hears, like, hey, Dick Jones did this. Like, I work for Dick Jones. And so RoboCop goes to confront Dick Jones at Omnicorp.
that's when the Directive 4 happens.
And that's when Directive 4 kicks in.
The failsafe of you can't act against OCP executives.
Which, of course, they would. Why? This is why you don't privatize the police force and have them create a RoboCop.
But it's still the greatest 80s dun dun dun.
Yeah.
Oh, we all saw that. Yeah, we know.
And the stop motion on Ed, what is it, 209? 309? Ed 209?
Yeah, 209.
Is so great.
I love it. I love it. It's great, and it's bad, and it's great.
But it works.
It's perfect. It's perfect, dude.
Somebody online smoothed the motion of it, and it doesn't look as good to me.
No. Well, I just love he gets on stairs and doesn't know what to do. That's essentially how he loses. And I don't think the movie understood how funny that was.
Yeah,
it was like, oh, again, is this a comedy?
It's a satire.
I guess. Yeah, it has to be. So
it's a satire of capitalism, basically.
He escapes, and then the police go on strike at this point.
Well, no,
there's no one.
He gets down to the lobby, and a bunch of the police show up and shoot the shit out of him.
Yeah,
because they were
that's
ordered to destroy him.
End of RoboCop, where Lewis, his partner, picks him up in the car and brings him to a steel mill where he can repair himself.
Yeah. And the makeup they have, when he takes that helmet off, and it looks like his face is just plastered on there.
Good.
It's so good.
Wasn't that crazy?
Yeah. It's that same effect.
The third time I've watched this.
As the High Evolutionary in Guardians 3.
Yes. It is. It's
just
the
as good.
Same back temple.
Yeah.
Situation. It's perfect. I mean, I don't know, man. I love CGI. I love effects. I think they've ruined movies some.
A little bit.
Because this stands up. This was 40 years ago.
The good ones are the ones you don't notice.
True.
So they get ready for the final showdown, as it were.
Yeah, and Red gets these crazy sniper rifles
that just
that scene of his goons getting this is the 80s, and I love it.
Silly.
It's so stupid. So stupid, and it's the funnest thing I've ever watched. Just give me a whole movie of these idiots hanging out. Just do that.
So they've got these rifles that just blow everything up, and they destroy an entire street that they're on, basically.
Dude, one of those cats shoots 4 people.
Yeah.
just sees
for no reason
4 bystanders down the street and just blaze okay.
So they figure out they have Red's got one of those trackers, and he's like, RoboCop's at the steel mill. We about to go take him out. And the next series of events is wild. At one point, a guy gets toxic waste dumped on him, and he's melted.
I paused, and I said, I can't remember what happens to him. Is this how the Toxic Avenger started?
Nope.
It was not. But I really was like, something's coming out of this. No, they just wasted a lot of time making this dude a mutant, only to let his body become Gatorade.
Mush from Kurtwood Smith driving into him and exploding him. So
disgusting.
Yeah.
I watched it and I felt throw up slightly, and then rewound it and watched it again and went, yeah, I don't feel great. This was disgusting.
Yeah. So he wrecks his car. RoboCop, they've taken care of the other guys, basically. RoboCop comes out, and Kurtwood Smith has shot Lewis at this point, and she's laying over there close to the rifle.
Does she live? I'm assuming in RoboCop 2, she's a part of it.
I guess I don't know. I never saw it.
Yeah, I'll do some investigation before next week when we watch the remake. But
yeah,
because
I don't
Lewis
care about the
seems to have
sequels.
died, seems to have been okay. So
Yeah, she crawls over to the gun because that gun's over there, and Kurtwood Smith's like, "Hey, I'm turning myself in. You got to arrest me." And drops his gun, and then starts to freak out when RoboCop like starts aiming his gun at him, and is like, "Whoa, man! Whoa, whoa, whoa!" It's like the typical bad guy like fake out thing.
turning myself in.
Yeah, I'm about to kill your
Um,
ass. Meanwhile, that one of his cronies is up there on a tower, with one of those guns about to like just totally destroy him. But all he does is open a thing and drop a bunch of metal on RoboCop, which doesn't make sense
Why didn't
because
he
he
use
had
his
one of those
gun?
rifles. Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. There is one problem in this movie, and that
Yeah.
was it. Let me just be clear.
So Kurtwood
That was it.
Smith drives a metal pole into him, and then Lewis, she grabs that rifle, explodes that thing, the tower that guy was in after he celebrated dropping metal on him. And I can't remember. I guess he just shoots Kurtwood Smith right there. No.
Yeah.
Kurtwood Smith
He
gets
gets
down
stabbed.
closer to him, and he stabs him with the data spike.
That's where the data spike comes back. As Red gets annihilated.
Mm-hmm. That's the end.
Oh, you wish. RoboCop then goes to the board of directors meeting.
That's right. You're right.
Where he takes that sniper rifle and blows up one of those things with nothing.
Yeah.
Walks up to Dick and whoever the old man is. And he's like, "You're under arrest. I cannot hurt you because I am under Directive 4. I will not harm any OCP executive members." And the guy in charge goes, "Well, that's not right." And it's such a great wink of like, just fire the guy and I'll blow his brains out.
Yeah. So he plugs in
the black dude. He blows that dude up. That black dude is so pumped.
Well, he plugs in that bloody data spike that says, "I worked with whoever that guy is, and I had the young executive killed."
I had to kill him.
Yeah,
had to kill him.
And so the old man fires him, and then RoboCop's "Thank you," and just like blows this dude out of a window.
I'm gonna go and tell you,
the black guy is like really excited.
He gives a thumbs up.
I
love movies that just end.
Yeah,
it just ends. The guy in charge goes, "Great shot. What's your name, pal?" And he goes, "Murphy."
Alex Murphy.
And grins. RoboCop.
It's great.
End of the movie. And I crap my pants at how awesome it was. 9-1.
It's a 9.5 for me, dude. Like,
it's up there, dude. This is like,
it's a good time.
If you can't watch this and have fun, I don't want to be friends with you.
Yeah.
It's so stupid and good.
What a movie.
I've never seen the remake, so have you?
Yes. It's interesting. It's not terrible.
Who's RoboCop?
Joel Kinnaman. Let me preview for this movie. You got Joel Kinnaman. You got Michael Keaton. You got Gary Oldman. You got Jay Baruchel. You got Michael K. Williams. You got several other people, but like it's stacked.
Isn't Jack Haley in this too?
I don't know.
Yeah, no, he is. Yeah, he is. Look, dude. Joel Kinnaman.
Sam Jackson.
That's an overlooked guy. Did you watch the TV show he was on? Hold on, I'm looking it up, man. I'm sorry, I'm not fast enough. What was that movie? It was a Netflix movie or show. Excuse me. Why am I stupid? Altered Carbon.
Yes, that was a great show.
He was on season 1. I loved it. Season 2, I
Yeah,
didn't.
Joel
But like
Kinnaman.
his
Yeah,
season, I'm like, ooh, I'm pumped. I didn't realize he was a part of that, so
yeah,
it's cool. I'm excited. That's really cool.
yeah. So that takes us to what we watching, what we playing, what we reading.
Well, I finished Only Murders in the Building,
Oh yeah,
so that's cool. Fantastic. I love it. So good. Just hate to have to wait.
yeah.
Um, I had to pause Tokyo Vice because Logan wanted to potentially watch it, and she confirmed it. So I'm going to start that up pretty hard. Um, that's probably about it, man. Just random garbage other than that.
I finished Penguin. Mentioned that last week. Dune Prophecy. While
How was it?
the premiere wasn't 100% great, does have promise. So I'm excited for that.
I'm going to go see Gladiator Friday,
I
100%,
am too.
3 o'clock. Bought
I'm
my
going
tickets. I'm going.
6:20.
Heck yeah. I'm pumped, dude.
So I'm excited to
I'll
see that
text you at
Friday.
10 o'clock then. Because it's going to be like 3 hours.
It's like 2.5, I think.
Okay.
Cool. I thought I was gonna watch Alien Romulus tonight, but it doesn't come on Hulu until tomorrow.
Probably going to watch this comedian named Adam Ray,
Mm-hmm.
who is famous now for being Dr. Phil as a character.
Mm.
His special came on Netflix today.
Gotcha.
And it's Dr. Phil talks to people, essentially. Dude, he's good. He's great. So I'm probably going to check that out. And
So,
Dr. Phil apparently is on the show. So the comedian portraying Dr. Phil is going to talk to Dr. Phil. So
So for me, yeah, it hadn't been much, but
yeah, it's been kind of slow. I feel like this is the Christmas season. We still might watch Harry Potter, all of them.
yeah, I did that
We
recently.
do it like every other year. We normally do it. This is the year to do it. But it just kind of feels like we just watched it for me. So I'm like, I don't want to do that again. But we'll see.
Well, if you have a suggestion for a movie we should do, you can send that to secondtakemoviespod@gmail.com. You can subscribe to our YouTube and leave comments and likes and all that fun stuff. You can follow us on Instagram at Second Take Movies. Jake, do you have any parting words for the audience as we close out?
I can't read my handwriting. No, I wrote a RoboCop quote, and I can't read what I wrote on my iPad. You're under arrest. Don't crap your pants. That's it.
Crap your pants. So we'll see you in a couple weeks because we have a week off for Thanksgiving in America. So yeah.
Oh shoot, that's next week. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Cool.
So we'll see you in a couple weeks.